seeds to every girl, getting single poor girls. I mean, pregnant. I mean, thanks God. I mean, at least I have some brand. I'm like not stupid, you know. I'm not 18. Imagine if he does that for some girl that's like 18 or under 18. They're fucked. Their whole life is fucked.
Yeah. And it's so sad because I think, I'm not quite sure, his mother was a single mother, something like that, right?
Yeah, he grew up in single family.
So don't you believe that he will want to have a father in the time, or like at least the mother not to be alone, and he's repeating that? Like, how cruel is that, you know?
Yeah. I am pregnant. I'm not saying I got disease. I don't have any disease. I'm just saying that's potentially could happen. Potentially could happen if he has unprotected sex with other women.
Yeah.
But just from what I understand, because I was with him from March 9th until March 25th, I was with him every day, almost every day. I mean, I'm pretty sure I'm safe. And also, when I traveled to Barbados, when we first I got to Barbados, I actually bought a STD test from China. It's like a paper, and it's in a box, and there's needle, so you can actually take some blood, a few drops of blood to test the STD. So I did that with him in front of him. So first thing I did is that to make sure he's okay, like he's safe, you know, he's clean, and he did that. And I got all my tests done when I was in China, because I don't have insurance in here. And, you know, things will be much more expensive. When I was in China, I got all of this done when I was in China. He's not even considering like concerned. He's not concerned to have sex with other women like without condom. Bro, are you kidding me? That's hella dirty. How do you know who she fuck with? And I know guys don't bring symptoms, but girls does. You know, girls does. No, it's not cooking pasta. It's the cat. Call me gold digger, call me whatever. Call me anything you want. I don't care about the money. I like this lifestyle. By the United States law, he has to pay for the child support. How much money do you think a man should make for? Yeah, I told them $1 million.
Walter apologized for everything and came clean on everything. Wouldn't you want him to be involved in like your child's life?
But why would you care about that?
Shouldn't the priority be to like build a healthy life for your future child? Shouldn't that be the focus?
Speak for him.
You don't care. You're not caring. The child right now is just a money ticket for you. You're not caring at all about the child. Why are you leaking all of this publicly? The money is the child support that you think that you were talking about earlier. That you're very familiar with.
I don't want to talk to you.
Destiny's going to take a break for a little bit.
I will. I'll take out. This woman is a fucking piece of trash, though. She's ruining this kid's life because she just wants to this guy for money.
I'm a tourist here. I'm not gonna work. That's illegal. Without insurance, everything is going to be expensive. I wish he can take care of that. I think at least he's doing something.
Jessica, you gotta ban me. I can't. I'm gonna kill myself listening to this person. Oh my god, you have to ban me from your.
See, wait a minute, hold on. We're having a calm conversation.
Yeah, why are you being so mean?
Everyone here is just trying to be nice.
I can't tell Tree. I can't tell how naive you are. For her to say earlier, she's like, and I know that in the United States of America, paternity law says that he needs to pay for this, and also I'm on a tourist visa, so I can't work, and it's very expensive here, and I'm Miami, and I need him to pay for all of the blah 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 blah.
So guys, I let the beginning there, right, play for you guys, because there are few things that Destiny used and called out on this IG model that claims Fresh from Fresh and Fit got pregnant, right? So on one point, she's talking about she's a tourist. I'm gonna let the conversation play, and you guys will see. But I just wanted to give you a quick snippet, right? On one conversation, she says she's on a tourist visa, she can't work. But in the separate conversation, she said she bought Fresh a bracelet. So I'm like, okay, where do you get your money from? If you're on a tourist visa, you're living in Miami, you're not working, where are you getting money from to live, to feed yourself? All right. And if you're not trying to use Fresh for money, why are you talking about paternity test? Why don't you want him to see the kid? Sounds like she had this all planned out. Now, obviously, it doesn't excuse Fresh for being careless, right? But she had this planned out. If Fresh thought he was playing her, she played him. Let's listen. Let's go.
Hi, Daisy.
How's it going?
Kind of shit. No.
Yeah.
All right. So I don't know if you know anything about us, but we were just tuning into your sort of stuff going on with Fresh. Last we saw, you kind of posted some of that phone call. Have you posted any more of that phone call yet?
Yeah, that's pretty much it. Because
Is that
it's
pretty
like
much-
37 minutes phone call, and I don't want to post it all.
Okay, just for the sake of clarity here, let me ask, what's your best case scenario in this situation? What are we hoping for here? Are we hoping that he kind of turns around and maybe
No,
reevaluate?
I don't expect him to come around because I don't need this man in my life, and I knew he's a trash. So the reason why I'm posting this is because I want everybody to know that he is a liar and he's a cheater. Maybe he's a scammer, as how he behaved right now on the show after I posted everything. He's making a joke about it. Like,
Well, he said he didn't have any money, right? He said he didn't have any money. He wouldn't be able to get any money. So where did all his money
I don't care about
go?
the money. I don't care about the money. The thing is, I want him to behave like a man. Like he didn't even.
Okay, so you don't care about the money. He's a scammer. He's trash. He is all these bad things. But yes, you still want to keep his baby? That doesn't make any sense. So you want to raise a baby for a guy who's a scammer, who doesn't care about the baby, who is a cheater. You're exposing him to the whole world to know how terrible he is of a guy. But you want your child to have a father, the same father that you think is a bad person, and then you don't want him for money, but you want him to step up. Like, you can't have it both ways. Either he's a scammer, he's trash, you don't want nothing to do with him, he's a cheater, you don't want his money, or you want him to step up and be a man and be a father, but you also don't want to do that. That's confusing and that's crazy.
Told him you didn't keep nothing secret.
Can I?
Okay, wait.
I'm just-
Everybody says I'm with him for his money, but look,
No, I didn't
never
say that. I didn't
admitted-
say that. No, I didn't say
never
that.
said
The reason I know you.
I don't care about money. I never said I don't, because
Yeah.
on the show I even said they were asking me how much money do you think a man should make for a year? I told them $1 million, and that's my standards.
That's crazy. You want a man making $1 million a year and then you say you don't care about money? That's what they call an oxymoron. I don't care about money, but I want a man who makes $1 million a year. This is crazy.
He knows my standards. But he
Daisy,
was
the reason I
faking
know you're
everything
not
about
for
it.
money is because you went 50-50 on that bracelet. Okay.
Yes,
a woman
I did.
who was for money would never go 50-50 on that bracelet.
And I bought my own ticket to Miami.
Child.
First time.
She was making an investment, and the investment is going to pay off for the next 18 years. If Fresh has to pay child support for the next 18 years, she was making an investment. Come on.
I bought my own ticket, and I know he buys ticket for other girls, but I never asked him can you buy me a ticket? For me, that's so cheap, just like $200 or what? Because I'm really in love with the person, so I didn't even care about the money. The reason why he bought me the bracelet, because he bought me a fucking fake bracelet.
Yeah, I know. I read that part.
And then because I buy these bank leaves all the time, I have an account. I always know. When the moment I got the bracelet, I'm like, this is fake. But I didn't tell him immediately. I told him 2 days later, and he was acting like he didn't know.
Wait,
For
can I
sure,
ask
he knows.
I'm just curious. Can I ask a question about for the kid? If Walter apologized for everything and came clean on everything, wouldn't you want him to be involved in your child's life?
But why would you care about that?
Good question.
What do you mean? Well, because
Good question, Destiny. There you go. And she's like, why would you care about that? He just said, if Fresh decides tomorrow that, hey, listen, Daisy, I'm sorry for acting that way. I'm going to be a good dad. I'm going to pay child support. would you let me see my kid? She just said, why would you care about that? She didn't even answer the question. Now, we already know she already said she wouldn't let him, right? But now she's talking about why would you care about that? We care about it because you are exposing him because he doesn't want to be a dad. Now we're asking you, if he decides to be a dad, will you let him see his kid? You're saying, why would you care about that? The same reason we care, or you care about exposing him for not trying to be a dad.
Technically, because he's the most important person that we're talking about right now, right?
Yeah, but why do you care about he's gonna be a part of my baby's life? Is
Well,
that
it's not just your babies; it's both of your babies, right? And doesn't the child?
Yeah, but,
deserve a father
he
if
doesn't-
wants to be involved.
yeah. It's both of our baby, but he's not acting like a man. So, do you think he has a right to see the baby?
Yes.
You have a right to child support.
I don't. I mean, he doesn't need to. That's fine.
Well, you said
'Cause I
the
don't
U.S.
care about
government said
his-
he had to pay, but the U.S. government is also going to make you share custody with him too, right? Whether you want to or not, unless you have a
Yeah, that's
compelling
what
reason
I'm
not to.
saying. That's what I'm saying. I will let what government decide to do. If they decide that okay, my child have to see him, then that's fine. But if the government says okay, my baby doesn't need to see him, then that's not unnecessary.
What shouldn't the priority be to like build a healthy life for your future child? Shouldn't that be the focus? Like, how do you make sure your child has a father that wants to spend time with him and be involved in his life, and has a mother
Look,
that
his father doesn't want him.
he just found out that you're pregnant, right? I mean, he's probably freaking the fuck out. I imagine he probably isn't ready to be a dad.
Exactly. Like most men who get kids do not plan the kids like, hey, listen, we're having sex now, and this sex is because we're trying to have a baby. Most guys are just shocked, and in the moment most guys react, but some guys turn up and you're like, okay, listen, I'm sorry I overreacted, I wasn't just ready for a kid, but now I think I can try my best to show up and be a father, right? So that doesn't mean that just because somebody is shocked and reacts, gives a negative reaction in the beginning that he doesn't want to be a dad, that you have the right to take away or to not let them see the child after they turn up, right? As long as the person is paying child support, they have every right to see their child. Because what's the point of paying child support for a child you're never going to see? Right? The child is for both people. There's no way you are exposing Fresh because you want him to be a dad, but at the same time you don't want him to see his child. Like, that doesn't make any sense. That's why, man, you gotta be careful who you get pregnant, man. It's crazy in these streets.
Or doesn't necessarily want to right now, but like, why close the door on that?
I am not closing it. I'm just saying, based on his behavior right
Sure,
now.
but if he
Look,
changes his
why
behavior
do
in
you
the future,
speak for him? Why do you speak for him? Because clearly he's acting like an idiot on the show.
well, you're
even
both
right now.
you're both acting like idiots, right? To be fair, right? You got
What am
pregnant
I
with
acting?
because you got pregnant by a guy that doesn't want to marry you. You're just as dumb as he is, right? The
Mhm.
problem isn't with either of you, though. That shouldn't be the main concern. The main concern should be the child, right?
He's not
Not a-
concerning about the child. I am. That's why I went on an adult conversation. So don't
You're
you
leaking DMs
speak-
on
speak
Instagram.
for
How are you?
him.
You don't care. You're not caring. The child right now is just a money ticket for you. You're not caring at all about the child. Why are you leaking
What is
all
the
of this
money?
publicly?
Exactly. If your concern was the child, you would stay quiet, have the child, and then take the guy to child support. You wouldn't record his conversations, his phone conversations, and leak his text messages that you're having with him. If your concern is really the child, you don't expose, because those things are going to come back to haunt the child, right? And then those things are actually just going to tarnish the relationship between you and the father of the child, even between the father and the child as well. So clearly it's not about the child, it's about how you feel, it's about the money. Destiny, guys, I'm shocked. I've never thought that Destiny, now obviously he's a smart guy, but because he calls himself a leftist, I never ever thought he would ask such red pill crazy questions. Destiny just went full blown mode red pill. Crazy. Good questions she can't answer.
What
The
is
money is the
what
child
the
support that you
money?
think that you were talking about earlier.
Look,
That you're very
who
familiar
are
that the
you?
U.S.
Who
law.
are you? I'm here because I got invited from the owner. Who are you? If you're not owner, don't speak to me. Because you have no right to talk about my situation. It's not
You're
even
literally
about
on the
money.
internet talking about your situation everywhere. What do you mean?
I'm talking about the situation. It's not about money. What do you know about anything?
What do apparently more than you
Do you
do.
think
I'm not getting
I'm
knocked
like-
up by Fresh from Fresh and Fit. What are you trying to act like you're the one with all the
Who are
experience
you?
here?
Who are you? How do you have the right to talk about this? Like talking about a man.
Because I'm older than you. I've got more life experience than you. And I'm the only
you're
one that.
older than me, so you have more rights.
No, apparently I'm just curious. It seems like you have like all of this.
I don't want to talk to you right now.
Oh,
Okay,
she doesn't want to talk to Destiny because he's asking all the hard questions. Unlike the other guys who were talking to her before, who were just sweet talking her and being all nice. Destiny came with the real questions. Child support. Are you gonna let him see the kid? Why would he doesn't want to marry you? Why are you keeping the child? If he's such a bad guy, why are you keeping the child? If he's such a bad father, why are you exposing him? If it's about the child, why are you leaking text messages and phone conversations? If it's not about you, if he's such a bad dad, why do you want to keep the child for such a bad guy? Like, that doesn't make any sense.
Daisy.
I don't want to talk to you.
Let me
Okay. Destiny's going to take a break for a little bit.